Welcome, YouTubers, welcome. So I've got a class for you today on strength and commitment, okay? So all you're going to need is one yoga block. So go collect that and your yoga mat. Let's take a seat and get ourselves comfortable. While you do that, please do me a favor. Please subscribe to this channel. It really helps me out. And if you could like this video, and a comment would be so nice, would be so helpful. I'd love to hear from you, please. Everyone seems to be a bit shy on these classes, so I'd love to hear from you. I'd love to know who's practicing with me, and I'd love to hear from you. So please comment. All right, so once you've got your block, come with me and take a seat. Sit it on it. Now, bring your hands to your thighs, take a big breath in, and as you close your eyes, I just want you to feel your both sit bones down there on your block or your cushion or your mat, and then lean slightly to your left. I'll always try and mirror you. Lean slightly to your right, and then do that a couple of times, and see if you can find some steadiness right in the middle there, and tick-tock a couple of times, and then make that sway less and less and less until you come right down the center. This energy line down the center of you is the Sushumna Nadi, which lives just in front of your spine, this energetic center. And then give yourself a little cough so that your pelvic floor lifts. And we lift and seal into that. Take a deep inhale, draw up this energetic center, which, again, as I say, lives just in front of the spine. Draw up, lift into the crown of your head, and then be soft behind your eyes as you take a deep breath in and a long breath out. And even if you're feeling a little bit less than today, a little bit tired today, I want you to commit to staying with me for this half-hour practice. Staying committed and staying committed to looking after you. Okay, so take a deep breath in through both nostrils. A long breath out. Inhale fully right to the top of your lungs. And exhale entirely right to the depth of your lungs. Keep going like that. Inhale. And exhale. And as you seed this deeper, slower breath, this automatically has a connection, an effect on your system. It slows you down. Your pulse rate shifts. Your nervous energy shifts. You're doing fabulously even by taking a couple of deep breaths. That's yoga. So staying committed to breathing, please, throughout class. Connecting your movement to your breath. Bring your hands to your heart center. And we'll open up today our Anusara class with one Om and one round of our Anusara invocation. Okay, take a deep breath in. Om. Om Namah Shivaya Gurave. Satchidananda Murtaye Nishprapanchaya Shantaya Niralambaya Tejase Om. Again, take another full, committed, dedicated breath in. You've got this, guys. Yoga has got your back. The universe has got your back. Inhale, reach your arms up overhead. And as you exhale, sweep your hands behind you. Give you just a little gentle back bend, and use that as an opportunity to lean back and switch out the cross of your legs there, okay? And then reach up. As you exhale, again, I'm going to mirror you. Bring your left hand to your right knee, your right hand to your lower back. Get length as you inhale up that energetic line, Sushumna Nadi. And as you exhale, twist around to your right. It might feel better for you at this stage of the game to come off your block or your bolster. It certainly does for me. Use your inhale breath to get taller, more committed, and exhale, dig in deeper into a deeper twist. And Anusara is a form of tantric yoga where we embrace life, even this mucky stuff of life. Dive in more. How can you help the suffering more? How can you ease us through it more? Not running away from anything. saying yes to all the ups and downs of life. As you exhale, unravel back round to the front, reach on up, and then bring your left hand to your right hand to your left knee, your left hand to your lower back or the floor. Inhale, get some length, and exhale, again, twist round. So inhale, find that commitment to stay in the game, and exhale, dive in a bit deeper. If you see suffering, rather than running from it, how can you help? How can you be of assistance? Dive in more to this battle. Take another deep breath. And as you exhale, unravel back round to the front. Okay? Inhale again, lengthen your spine. And this time, exhale, tilt forward on your pelvis. Give yourself a bow forward. Lovely. And then inhale, come on up. So we just sort of move the spine a little bit there. Okay, come on up. Spin yourself around so you're using the length of your mat. And again, try and feel both sit bones. Lean forward, bend your knees, lean forward and feel both sit bones, again, evenly, not wobbled, evenly on both sides. Okay, and then bring your hands underneath your thighs. Flex your toes. Watch my toes. They're going to flex away from the mat, and I feel the muscles tone the bone. There's this sense of being committed to looking after me. Bring your hands to the back of your thighs and then start to tilt back, tilt back, tilt back. You don't want to drop this and drop into the lower back. I want you to stay up on your sit bones so that length and commitment lift your heart forward. And then maybe you can pick up your feet off the mat. But if you feel your back collapse like that, then just have your heels down. Okay, and stay a little bit more committed. Now, this, as we start to challenge yourself, as we start to warm up, this might start to challenge you. Can you stay in your breath? That's the most important thing, in that flow of life, in and out. Flex your toes, stay here. If you want to release your hands, you can, but today we're not lengthening the legs. We're not going too crazy with it. Inhale, stay steady in the storm, yogis. Exhale. One more, fabulous, and then cross your right shin over your left shin. Lean back into your hands, a little back bend. Come up to a seat, replant your feet, flex your toes, and then this side, instead of lifting up, sweep your hands back behind you, walk them back so your fingers are pointing towards your bottom. Okay, and give yourself a little bend in the elbow. We're going to find our tricep muscles, okay? So bend as far back as you can. Don't let the elbows go to the floor though, but almost there. And then push up, okay? Push down and push up. Isn't that fun? Let's do this. Stay committed with me. I want you to do 10 with me. 10 more for 10. 9. 8. Keep breathing. 7, 6, 5, don't fall off the wagon. 4, 3, 2, 1. Lean back, lean back, lean back. Can you feel how strong you are? You've really got this. You have. Don't listen to that voice in your head that says, I can't do it. And then press up. Can you feel those little muscles? Awesome. Well done. Scoot your way forward. This time, let's come lying down on our backs now. As you lie down, try and keep your tailbone down on the mat. Lay the back of your head on the mat. Flex your feet. See how I've got this 90-90. My knees are coming to my armpits. And then reach up. As if you're trying to touch this. I've got this beautiful ceiling in front of me. I wish you could see it. And then reach the sides of your feet. And again, soften the head. Pull on your feet and kick back into your hands. So you'll feel, can you see how I'm playing with that? I've got this kind of resistance, a little party going on in my shoulders and hips. As there's a little tug of war, all right? Maybe rock around a couple of times. But get committed to staying in those hips, opening it up. Going to get through the whole body so you feel integrated and strong and committed in your entire body today. Take a full breath in. Come to some stillness, a long breath out. And then release that, hug your knees in. Do that again. So bend the knees, take hold of the feet, draw it in. Now, this time, pull on your feet. Think boat pose that you've just done in your tummy, okay? And lift up your head and shoulders. It's not the prettiest of poses, so this is quite nice to be practicing this at home on your own. All right, and then reach your hands to the ceiling. Can you keep this bend? Give yourself a cough. Lift into your tummy. And now look up and reach through your legs. Through your legs, through your legs. Engage your tummy. See if you can extend the legs. Keep lifting, shoulders off the mat. Then re-bend the legs. Draw it all in. Well done. Rock and roll on your back body there a couple of times. And then now rock and roll up and down your spine. So think of this as a path, okay? And you've got to stick to your path. Stick to the work. Stick to whatever's going on for you in your country, in your time zone right now. Rock it. Wake yourself up. Rock and roll. Let's do 2 more, all the way back. Massaging and waking up this energy all down the spine. Okay, and then balance for a moment in Navasana. Cross your shins and then come over onto all fours. I've gone off the end of my mat, so I'm going to walk my way all the way back. Spread your hands. We've gone over that, haven't we, before? Spread your hands. Lovely. And then tuck your toes. Downward facing dog. So I want you to commit to really clawing the mat. Your fingertips are going a little bit white here. Bend your knees and really find the breath. So make this downward dog more about breathing into the side body rather than worrying about your hamstrings so much. So bend your knees a lot. From the base of your heart, imagine you're pushing down the bones of your arms, pushing the arms away from you. Lift your booty up a little bit more. Okay. And then re-straighten your legs. Lovely. Bend your knees. Find that little bounce. Bounce up and down. Find the joie de vivre, the joy of life. And then look at your hands. Commit to those clawing and then see if you can hop doing to the top of your mat. Hands to your hips. Sink into your legs. Bring your bum all the way down. Okay, and then feel those glutes tone. We did some of that work last week, didn't we? So wrap your elbows back, look up. And, you know, sometimes we forget how strong we are, but I'm here to remind you, can you feel those quads? Can you feel your booty? You're stronger than sometimes you remember. And I'm here to say, yeah, you can do this. Inhale, reach up. Just one breath in Utkatasana. And then inhale, come up to standing. Exhale, bring it to your heart. Release your hands and lift your chest and your heart. Look forward. And this week in my classes, we've been looking at Vayusvahana, the deer, this regal deer, regal stag. So stand like a stag with your antlers in your strength, this regal being. Soften. Inhale, full bright breath, reach up, spread your fingers. Exhale, bow forwards, forwards fold. Inhale, extend your spine. Exhale, step your left leg back to a lunge and bring the left knee down to the mat. So spread your left toes, draw the right toes, draw the right heel back, and then inhale, reach up overhead. Again, like you're this regal animal. Exhale, commit to that by lunging deeper in. No running away from this. There's no getting away from this situation, is there? So lunge in a little bit deeper. Lift your face. Take a full breath in. And a long breath out. Super. Sweep your fingertips down to frame that front foot and step it back to downward facing dog. I invite you to have your feet slightly separated, your knees slightly bent. And then inhale, come forward to high plank. This first set, let's all bring our knees down. Okay, keep looking up. Feel your arms. Now, I want you to bend your elbows towards your waistline, so not out to the side. Bend it to come down nice and slowly. Stay committed for 3, 2, 1, and then release your way down. Point your toes and click the tops of your feet into the mat there. Even the toenails, click them down. Again, wrap the elbows back behind you. Inhale, snake up, just for a little baby cobra to start with. Come up. Oops. And then exhale, lower your chest down, but float your hands up off the mat. So lift them up, feel your back muscles, as much of your boobage, ladies and gents, off the mat as you can manage. So you'll feel the strength of your spine, and this is echoed in your energetic body. And then release your face. Awesome, guys. Tuck your toes, lift your bottom, downward facing dog. Okay, float your left leg up behind you. And then step that left leg up in between your hands. Bring the right knee down to the mat. Inhale, take a full breath underneath the side body here. Reach up, stretch up into the fullness of you, into whatever your day is going to bring you. And then lunge in, go in deeper on the exhale. No running, saying yes to life, even the darker bits. We can't run from it. We got to just deal. Take another breath. Can you go a little bit deeper, lovely yogis? And then sweep your hands down. Super, straighten the back leg. Step it forward. And then inhale, take your arms wide. Reach up, stretch up. Exhale, hands to your heart center. Release the hands. Again, take another gorgeous deep breath in. And a long breath out. Super. Inhale, reach your arms sky high. Exhale, swan dive. Dive into life more. Inhale, extend your spine. This time, as you step your right leg back, watch my back foot. It's going to turn in 45 degrees. And I invite you to take that right leg slightly off to the side. Now, stay lunged in this left leg. And inhale, bring your hands to your hips. Now your back leg, your right leg, you want to turn it in like it spins into the short edge of the mat. Your front leg, I want you to commit more into that. Press into the sole of the back foot. Lunge into the right leg. Give yourself a cough. And then reach the arms up and around. Spin the palms, reach up. You can bring them shoulder width apart or interlink the fingers. Release the index fingers. Look up, lunge in, hold it there. Take a full round of breath there. Warrior one, so stand into your warrior. One more breath, yogis, you've got this. Okay, now straighten the front leg. Swan dive, hinge at the hips, and sweep your fingertips forward, either to your shin here or down to the mat. Try and keep squeezing your inner thighs together. Inhale, look up. Exhale, bow in more. Kiss your shin if you can. Mwah! It might be a bit far away to do that, so don't worry if you can't. And then spin your right heel up and step your left leg back, downward facing dog again. We're going to flow it again, okay? But you do have the choice to take child's pose or down dog. And if you're flowing with me, inhale, come forward. You also have the choice to bring your knees down or stay in chaturanga. Lower it down. Inhale. Come up to a cobra again. Float your hands off the mat to feel your back. And then this time, send the arms back behind you. Keep the toenails clicked down. Legs are strong. And now let's try and pulse here for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6. Come on, keep going. 5, 4. You can do it. 3, 2. Lift, 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 yogis, and then replace your hand. We can do this. We can get through this if we encourage each other. Downward facing dog. 3 deep breaths. Or take a child's pose if you need to. Well done. Float your right leg up behind you. Step it up in between your hands. The back foot is going to angle in for a warrior one, and I invite you to take it slightly wider. That'll make life a lot happier. Okay? Come on up. Hands to your hips. So now it's this back leg has to turn in quite deeply, yeah? And then bend into your right leg. So you get that tummy turning to the short edge of your mat. Super duper. And then reach your hands right, wide and around, either keeping them shoulder width apart or once again interlinking the fingers, releasing the index finger. This is the pose of Shiva as he burst into the yagna party and stood his ground, stood up for what was wrong, and stood up for getting things done. So let's all do that. If we can all come together, all our energies come together, we can get through this. We really can. Lunge a bit deeper, guys. You've got this. Take another deep breath in. Long breath out. And then sweep those hands down. Straighten your front leg. Either the hands can come either side of the front leg, or use blocks, or keep a little bend in the leg. You're still a lovely person, even if your front leg is bent. Inhale. Maybe you could bow down and give that shin a kiss. Mwah. Inhale. And exhale. Super duper. Spin your left heel up. Bend it. So use it like a little spring and step to the short edge of your mat. Bend your legs, everybody. Now, this time, keep your fingers on the mat and see if you can bring your bottom down level with your knees. And then commit, guys, to staying that low and bring your hands to your hips. We're not going to be here long, okay? So you can do this, I promise you. Sit back down, sit back down. And if not, feel my energy. I'm trying to help you. And if you have given up, then I'm going to do it for you. I'm going to help you out. Let the arms come out or reach them over your head. One more breath. Sit, sit, sit. And then inhale, come on up to standing. Wow. Exhale, hands to your heart center. Release your hands. Feel that elevated heart rate as you've stepped more into the flow. Take a deep breath in. A fantabulous breath out. Another inhale. And another exhale. Wonderful. Inhale, reach your arms up. Exhale, bow forwards. Inhale, look up halfway. Exhale, step back to downward dog. Bend your knees, okay, and then float your left leg up for a moment and then cross it across your right shin for a figure 4. Okay, so keep that shape of the shin, look up, and you're simply going to take this whole shin and slide it to the top of your mat for a pigeon pose. Now notice, the knee has come to the back of the wrist. I haven't moved my wrist to my knee. My knee's traveled there. All right, inhale, look up. And sometimes it's these softer poses, depending on your personality or what you're going through. Being softer and kind of yourself can be more of a challenge. All right, so take a deep breath in. Work your right leg further back. And then exhale. Get long in your spine and drape a lovely long spine. So don't just sink and curl. Lengthen your spine. Come down to your elbows. As if there's something really interested in the far side of whatever room you're in. And then soften this hip and breathe. Doesn't that feel wonderful to let it go a bit and go with the flow? Stop fighting all of this. Some of this stuff we are simply not in control of. Okay, and then gently walk your hands back. Unravel your front leg to a downward facing dog. And we'll do the other side. So pick your right leg up, bend it, bend your left leg, and then hook, figure 4. Okay, and then you're going to scoot the shin all the way up. We're nearly there, guys, okay? You've nearly done a full half an hour yoga, so well done. Click the shin down, work the left leg back a little bit. And, you know, the temptation is that we just go and sink and round it in. Don't do that. So stay committed to your bodily health. Inhale, get spinal length, and then slowly come down. So you bring this long spine down. And that's where you'll feel more delicious. We can hold a lot of tension in our hips and in our jaw. All right, so drop your chin. Obviously, these pigeon poses are sorting out the hips for you. So here, now let your jaw hang slack. Open and close your jaw. Make some funny faces. And try and relax at the hinge of the jaw. Some of you might even like to take your index fingers and give your jawline a massage there. Okay, take one more breath, lovelies. And then come back onto your hands. Downward facing dog again. Pedal it through. Come down to your knees. Lovely. And let's lie down on our backs. Really surrender to this. Well done, guys. Hug your knees into your chest. We're going to do one last thing. So bring your arms out like a cactus shape to the side. Bring your legs up. Flex your toes towards your face. And as you exhale, lower your left leg down towards the mat, but don't let it touch. One more reminder to yourself that you're stronger than sometimes you believe. So stay committed. Some of you might even like to pick up your head and shoulders and reach forward just for a breath. And then we switch legs. Remember, you could be laying down. That would be absolutely fine. Just one more breath. And then reach the legs up. If you picked up, lay back down, surrender, let go. And then bend your knees and let the legs flop to the side like a rag doll. Commit to being soft. Commit to self-care. You know in your heart of hearts you need it. So here's your opportunity. Relax. Relax. Relax.